there is the new Fox News poll that finds Joe Biden is underwater on every issue but one, with more voters disapproving of his handling on everything but the coronavirus. 67%, so more than 2/3 of voters, disapprove on Joe Biden's handling of inflation. It's not just what happened. Again, he owns this. He reappointed Jay Powell to run the Federal Reserve, so try to blame Jay Powell, you're blaming yourself. And then also the messaging on this. President empathy turned into President apathy.
I mean, 33 House Democrats are not seeking re-election, and that's all you need to know, especially with the House being so narrowly divided. It's basically 50-50 in the House, just like it is in the Senate. So, you move a handful of seats, and then Kevin McCarthy is likely the speaker, and they're probably going to pick up more than a handful. Yeah, overall, Joe Biden's numbers are not good. The electorate is in a sour mood, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Charlie Hurt, jump in here on, not that you're sour. I apologize for that segue. But again, that it's not just the fact that the Democrats in power have had their hands all over these issues that hurt working Americans, but it's also their messaging on it.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. If there is any silver lining to all of this, it is that Democrats own every aspect of all of these major issues that I think voters are going to vote on, as Bob points out. But the other point, and I agree with Bob, that obviously abortion is going to sort of move up the scale a little bit and become more of an important issue. But when you look back over the past 22, maybe more than 22 years, you look at how abortion is the most animating issue of the Supreme Court. But you look at how the Supreme Court plays in elections. You cannot find me a single Democrat who has ever won an election on the Supreme Court. I can point to you dozens of Republicans who have won elections based on going to voters and talking about the Supreme Court. The two biggest examples are George W. Bush winning re-election in 2004 and Donald Trump winning in 2016. Both of them won on the issue, talking about the Supreme Court and the importance of the Supreme Court having integrity and making and curtailing their their reach, ending this judicial activism from the court. It works great for conservatives and for Republicans. I don't think that this works for Democrats. I've never seen this issue work in an election for Democrats.
Bob?
Well, I mean, the Democratic argument now, and we heard it from President Biden, is elect more Democrats. So Democrats have control of everything right now. The country is not in a good space. The economy has gotten worse. Certainly, there are some flashes here, there. The labor market pretty good, but overall, most people think we're going in the wrong direction. Basically, 2 out of 3 Americans, and that is a disaster for Democrats. And for Democrats to say, okay, keep electing us and elect more of us. I think that's a hard argument in this environment.